Tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
Hello, and welcome to the 2018 Capsim Masters Tournament. I'm your host, Ben Casale. We are here at Augusta National Golf Course to provide you with in-depth coverage of this year's tournament. A unique feature about this year's tournament is that it will be played over the course of 8 rounds. There's a great field at this year's tournament, but we will be specifically looking at Erie. Erie is an upcoming prospect that claims to be taking a high-tech approach into this year's tournament. For more background on Erie, we're going to send it over to our senior analyst, Bryce Sharrits.
Thank you, Ben. Erie is coming into this competition with a high-tech niche mindset. This means that they will be continually updating their R&D decisions, which will make or break their drives off the tee. Production is an important part to Erie's game, as they must be able to accurately predict their numbers and keep automation lower for faster adjustments to products. Finally, the finance sector. This is where Erie needs to make sure they are properly financed to ensure they don't run into the strict rules judge, Big Al. If they can execute these finances in the putting game, there will be money on the green. The first round has just gotten underway. Let's tune in and see how Erie is performing.
That was a great round by Erie. He really had all aspects of the game going for him. Let's send it over to Bryce, who is with Erie after this round.
Erie, you put together a solid round today. What contributed to this performance?
It all started out with my driver. I was able to develop a new product into R&D as well as make my e-product more relevant in the high-tech market. Finally, I had positive finances through taking out long-term debts, allowing me to hit those clutch putts. My balanced scorecard metric had a great boost from the leverage metric and received a full 8 points. I was able to have a good ratio of assets to equity, giving me a leverage ratio of 2.1, putting it right in the ideal spot.
Thanks, Erie. I think the introduction of your new product, Eagle, will benefit your game for sure. Back to you, Ben.
Thanks, Bryce. Well, that concludes our first round. We'll be looking forward to round 2 tomorrow. This round has been brought to you by our proud sponsor, Dr. Pepper. Hello, and welcome to round 2 of the Capsim Masters. After a very well executed by Erie, making it into the top 10, they look to repeat this performance. Time to send you out to coverage of round 2.
Hey, Erie. Rough round today. What happened out there?
Well, forecasting, which was reflected by getting a 0 on the analyst report in my forecasting category. My R&D was fine as I was crushing my drives, but I way overestimated what I was going to sell. Producing 1,800 of E was way too much for round 2, costing me big time in inventory costs, which made me have to visit Big Al. It is no fun to take out an emergency loan on the course, so I have to dig myself out of this hole for the next round.
Thanks, Erie. Hope you can turn it around in the next round.
Welcome to round 3 of the Capsim Masters. We are excited to see how Erie performs in this round. Round 2 saw a great jump by Digby and Chester into the top spots, as they look to take advantage of a more open market as Erie really struggled. Let's see how round 3 turns out.
My God.
He just broke his golf club!
Hey, Erie. You continue to struggle this round. What do you think caused this?
I tried to play it a little safer this round due to an emergency loan. Unfortunately, it didn't completely work out for me. I had another inventory buildup as I was unable to sell off the inventory of last round combined with what I produced for this round. Taking out a second consecutive emergency loan hurt me. If you look at my analyst report, the emergency loan metric shows I only got a 50 due to my $400,000 emergency loan.
Thank you for the feedback, Erie. Keep working hard out there. Round 4 coverage begins tomorrow.
Hello, and welcome to round 4 of the Capsim Masters. We will be watching closely to see how Erie does after establishing their success measures. There's a significant weight on ROA and asset turnover of 25% and 20% placed on ROE. Now to the action.
See if Spieth can continue the short game exhibition here. Oh, look at this.
That was phenomenal.
Well, Erie, you were fighting an uphill battle with those 2 emergency loans and managed to make strides in the right direction. Thoughts on today's round?
Well, I took a very conservative approach due to taking 2 emergency loans, and I was able to avoid one this round. The negative part of my conservative approach was that I experienced stockouts, which hurt my ROA. It decreased by 8%, which was part of my heavily weighted success measures. Although I struggle with this ratio, I'm headed in the right direction after avoiding inventory buildup costs.
Great to hear you're turning things around. Good luck in round 5.
Thank you.
Coverage of round 5 begins tomorrow.
Round 5 looks promising for Erie as they look to turn things around. Let's check in.
Promote a left to right shot.
Which is really kind of what the hole calls for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can bring it in from the left, utilize a slope there. Kind of like this, Raj. If it gets a hop forward, look out.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Hey, Erie, congrats on making a profit this round. How do you feel?
Feels great to be back positive. I credit this to my new product, Echo and TQN. Echo was just released this round and stocked out. We were able to have success due to the high demand for Echo because of its ideal age and performance. This improved my contribution margin to 36.2%. Next round will give me the flexibility to make more improvements, and thanks to my shotgun approach on TQM, I've been able to increase my financials.
What are your thoughts on Digby's 3rd straight 99?
No comment.
Welcome to round 6 of the Capsim Masters. Erie is looking to climb back into contention if they've slowly made their way back up to the top.
Right at it. Right at it! Oh, he's done it again! Just as he did at the John Deere.
That was a great shot you had there on 18. What contributed to this great performance?
Knowing that I had a high customer survey score and the youngest product on the market, I was able to capitalize in the high-tech segment. My ROE was the highest among any of the other competitors in the round as I got it to 44.5%. This benefited my success measures in a big way as I have it set as one of my highest. This was a great round as my ratios and sales are back to being competitive in the tournament.
Great work out there, Erie. Hope the last 2 rounds go up from here.
Thank you.
That was a fun round to watch as Erie is definitely excited to be back in contention with some of the other players in the field. They still have a long way to go to catch Andrews and Digby. Andrews made the biggest leap this round as they dominated low tech and jumped into the top 10%. Overall, things look promising for the last 2 rounds here at Augusta. Tune in to see what happens next. Thank you for watching this presentation of the Capsim Masters.